So, you want to be a mailman. Let's get into it. I've been a mailman for about 6 weeks. I'm just kidding. About 6 months. Feels like 6 years. It's been alright, you know. Coming into it, I was 40 pounds heavier than what I am now. I've only been there about 6 months, like I said. But, man, it's great if you're in a hole and you're trying to get out and you need a way out and you're like, I don't know. No. Like I said, let me reel it back just a little bit. You know, I was 40 pounds heavier than this right here, and I was in a pretty tough spot where, you know, I was just a stay-at-home dad, and I was working out on a farm for a while with the in-laws, and, you know, it went to crap after my father-in-law passed, and so we're stuck 45 minutes out of town, and basically you're just stuck just doing this, just nothing. I was doing absolutely nothing besides farming, doing a little bit of farming and taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, but man, I still had that dog in me. Needed to get out there, needed to do something, and you know, I applied online and boom, got the job. I was like, heck yeah, super pumped. Everybody talked about like, oh, that, you know, the mailman is so good, like such a, you know, great job, and nothing like it used to be in the 90s. Like the older people think, you know, it's such a good job, but that was back in the 90s. It's like back in the 90s they started out $12 an hour, moved up to $14 an hour. That's like starting out like 30 something now, or like low 30 and been moving up to about 40, something around in there. Anyways, you're starting out $21 an hour right now, which it's okay. But I'll tell you what, so is Amazon. Amazon's starting off with the same, you know, amount. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. I don't want to be too crazy with this. Anyways, let's keep it rolling here. So, the pay, $21 an hour. Pfft, big whoop. Today's economy, it's basically like $12 an hour. But, you gotta start somewhere. Right now it takes freaking like 13 years to top out. Something crazy. And being a CCA does not count towards the retirement, towards, you know, getting pay raises. You have to become, you know, full-time or at least PTO before that starts counting. So it's kind of a pain there. It's really a struggle at the beginning because you're getting paid the least and you're literally doing the most. I don't care what anybody tells you. You are literally doing the most. You're, you know, doing all the work that those people that's been there before you don't want to do. And yeah, they've been through it, but like, everybody's got the same attitude of like, well, we used to do it, so, you know, let's crap on you. And, you know, it gets old. Good things about it, you know, losing 40 pounds. There's not too many other jobs you're going to lose 40 pounds. And I'm saying losing 40 pounds wasn't that bad. I was close to 300 pounds. And, you know, it's been a big blessing to knock off 40 pounds. But you get paid to do it. I just looked at the job as being exercise. But, yeah, let's move on to, you know, I should have written down some, you know, some subjects, but we're just gonna just go with this, just retard max it. So let's go straight into it. Let's go supervisors. Let's start out with supervisors. There's too many of them. Way too many supervisors. There's like I don't know. We got like 60 employees and like 5 of them supervisors. Like, I don't know, 5, 6. How many of them do you need? How many of them do you truly need to keep that ship afloat? The thing is, if you got a good supervisor, they're going to make you want to come back to work. They're going to say, they're going to help you want to come back to work. They're going to tell you good job. They're going to tell you, you know, every day they're going to tell you good job, or, you know, hey, appreciate you, whatever. Or you get, on the other hand, you get a supervisor, you know, on your back, question you, are you actually doing your work? Did you take this, like they ask you to take 30 minutes off somebody, then they're asking, did you really take 30 minutes off them? And, you know, you don't want that. You don't want to come back the next day to that. I mean, I don't know, with me, I gotta get over it, but like, when a supervisor says something stupid, just idiotic, it's my blood boiling just a little bit, where I'm just like, I don't want to come back to this, you know? Or you get a nice supervisor. We got some nice ones. We got some that just shouldn't be supervisors, but they're usually temp supervisors. That, from where I'm at, that's the worst. But, you know, they're learning, I guess. I don't know. At least one of them. One of them's been a temp for like 4 years, which is crazy. You would think if you're a temp for 4 years, something ain't right. But, oh well. You keep that ship sailing. I feel like it's a sinking ship. And you got some supervisor trying to bail the water out, and you got other supervisors shooting holes in the floor. So, it is what it is. Let's move on to weather. Looks nice out, but heat index today was 110 degrees, and it was very hot. It's been very hot for the last 3 days. 110, 112, 108, like the last 3 days with the heat index. Without the heat index, it was like 104, something crazy. But the heat exhaustion stuff, it's real. It'll creep up on you. You gotta stay on top of it. You can't just chug water and think you're all right. You have to do electrolytes. Heck, I was chugging water today. Thank goodness. I was just like, I'm taking water from whoever it is. I don't care if it's a crackhead I'm delivering a pre-sorted standard, just a piece of junk mail to. I'm taking that water. Not always the smartest choice. But I had 3 waters, and then I had my gallon jug. I drank about 3 waters and half a gallon in like 4 or 5 hours. Vision started getting a little bit blurry. So I'm like, that's the thing, is like, you got these supervisors that hound you, and then you're in the back of your mind, they're like, you know, they're gonna be watching me with my scanner, and they're gonna see me going down to the gas station or going to stop and get a drink. Then they're gonna be questioning you about. You don't want that. Screw all that. Go down, get your water, get your Gatorade, whatever it takes. Your health comes first, no matter what. Screw the supervisors, honestly. They should care about you. They should act like you're on the same team, but they act like you're their enemies half the time, which is crazy. But anyways, go down to the gas station, and I grabbed a Gatorade, like the rapid hydrate or whatever, the ones that are super potent tasting. I take it up to the counter, boom, God sends me an angel. Lady standing there with a case of beer and was like, I'm buying that for you, if that's all you're getting. I'm like, yeah. So, bless her heart, she bought me, you know, some Gatorade, which was nice. The customers are great. I take that into the cooler, the beer cooler, chill there for 10 minutes, drink that, get back onto the route, blurred vision goes away, whatever. You don't want to, like, I don't want to be a pussy. I don't want to, have to call my supervisor, like, oh, you got some blurred vision, or whatever. But, I mean, on the other hand, maybe you could die. But I'm not trying to be a wimp or whatever, on the other hand. like I said, the weather, very tough, very real. I'll take the heat over the cold, 100%. Not cold, but super cold. I'm talking when it's, let's say, below freezing, below 20, and then when you got some wind, because you have to wear gloves, or your hands just hurt like no other. So you're gonna have to wear gloves. And wearing gloves and carrying mail don't go together at all. It sucks. Yes, you get the flip up ones, little mitten fingers, whatever. It still sucks. Cold weather sucks. Then we had like an ice storm. The weather's just been crazy this year. But yeah, I was walking on top of snow where I wasn't even busting through for a lot of the time. Trudging through the snow. This is another thing with supervisors and the weather. Let's bring it into one. So you get these supervisors, you got 50 different routes if you get in a decent sized office like I'm at. You brand new. You don't know what you're doing. They throw you on one route, next day you're on the same route, next day you're on a different route, next day you're on a different route. Different route. Different route. I found myself in the absolute hood. Dark. I'm talking dark. Snow on the ground, ice on the ground, across the streets. Like, everything's snow covered, ice covered. You're in the dark. Like, you're looking around with your phone for the flashlight. Like, trying to find addresses. These guys don't put addresses on their mailbox, don't put addresses on the house. Like, you don't know the area, you're in for a bad time. You're going to want to quit. That's the time where you're going to want to quit, where you're going to say, it ain't worth it. Hey, throw the mail in the truck and go home, which it's been done. Not from me. But we had a guy, CCA, take his first relay out, which is your first walking section, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. He takes that out, looks at it, says, nope. Throws it back in the vehicle, goes home. That was his first day. He quit. Since I've been working there 6 months, we've had 9 CCAs come in after me. Some almost with me. I've been the only one left for months. They just started hiring, like getting more people in there. They just don't last. I mean, I don't know what these people are expecting. They tell you 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, and you better expect that. Where I'm at, it's nuts. They'll work you, and work you and work you. Next point, you gotta think about yourself. You have to. You absolutely have to think about yourself. Don't worry about the other people doing these routes. Don't worry about the other CCAs. Don't worry about the supervisors. Really worry about yourself. And do not, I can't stress this enough, do not rush. Do not rush. It's not going to help you. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get flustered, and then you're going to make more mistakes. Slow down. Their supervisors are not allowed to talk, to even comment on the speed. It takes what it takes. Another good thing is, your union stewards, which we can get into that, but AI is nice for it. I don't like to use AI for a lot of things, but I'm telling you, if you think something's a little bit stupid going on, whatever, hit the button on your phone, ask Grok, Gemini, GPT, whatever. Like, hey, what's the contract say about this? If you're just CCA just starting out, you're only supposed to work 8 hours tops for the first 4 weeks, then like 10 hours for a few, then 12 hours. And if they work you past that, you can file a grievance, get paid for it. That's another thing. Grievances, out the yin yang. They do it all the time. Go here, we got people filing grievances 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. It seems like. I mean, they file them left and right. They're filing a ton of them today because we got supervisors out carrying the mail. That's another thing. Carriers call off all the time. We had 7 call-offs plus the 5 that were scheduled off. That's 12 routes down. Who's doing that?
Who's making that up?
So, really worry about yourself. Don't worry about being slow. Don't let that pressure, which it will get to you. You just gotta tell yourself, like, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter how slow you are. And start off slow. If you think you're slow, do a 360. Sit down. Breathe in that fresh air. Get back up and start walking again. Slowly. I'm seriously saying slow down. Enjoy it. Because if you rush now, I mean, you know it's coming. You get more work. You get a lot more work. That's the thing. You go in there rushing, and you show them that you can do 10 hours of work in 8, they will give you 12 hours of work. This is another problem. This happened yesterday. They gave me my work. It was a little bit light. Actually really light. I got it done. Called my supervisor. Say, hey, I've got to be done at this time. I can do this much more work. And they're like, well, here, come back. I've got 2 hours of work for you. And I've only got 30 minutes that I can work. And then they're mad at you because, like, you're not where they want you to be or doing how much they want you to do. Like, so that's the thing. That probably didn't make sense. But if I would have just did my work and made it to that 8-hour mark, nothing to complain about. That's what I did today. Made it last 8 hours, and then went home. That's all I had to do. I mean, nobody's upset. I got my work done. That's the thing. Get your work done, but make it last what it should last. Don't try to run it, or they're going to give you more. And if you do that, they're going to give you even more. Slow down. Don't worry about it. That's the biggest thing I wish I could tell myself when I first started is take it slow. Try not to stress. The stress is not worth it. It'll eat you up. It'll eat you up. The stress is crazy. It's just, I mean, you've got the mail in front of you, all the packages in the back. That's another thing. The packages. It's just like when I started, we had Amazon. We had full route mail plus 300 packages. Now, I'm not going to exaggerate that much. My biggest day was 238 packages. And I'm telling you what, there's no way I could get it done. I was only there for like 3 weeks when I went to that. And thank goodness we don't have Amazon anymore. The thing is, the more packages you have, the lot more time it's going to take. Especially if you're walking and you don't know the route. Another good tip is if once you know the route, you have got park points throughout it. This is for city carrier, obviously. But if you know you're going to be walking this next coming section, but you're going to be parking up here, go ahead and drive the vehicle. Stop, get out, drop off the packages. If they're, I'm saying if they're over 3 pounds, I drop them off. Whatever, you get paid to do it. Take the time. You're never going to get in trouble for being slow. Only time you're going to get in trouble, I don't know, mainly is when you work too fast. We got a guy, he's been working his butt off for almost 2 years now as a CCA. I mean, not missing days, working a buttload of overtime. I'm talking over 60 hours. And now he's getting burnt out. He actually called off today, which was insane. The first time I've ever seen him call off. That's the thing. You work your butt off. You feel like they're going to give you a break. You feel like they'll tell you they'll give you a break. They'll be like, hey, if you come in today, I'll give you an easy route. You come in, they give you the longest route in the office. Whatever. I'm complaining. I'm just trying to throw out some warnings. That stuff happens. Don't ever expect to have an easy day. The day that you expect to have an easy day, you're not. Try to have a good attitude. That's another thing. Attitude. I feel like it's the biggest thing. So I haven't worked a job in like 5 years. I had a back surgery, and I stay on that and farm it for last like 5 years. I come in there, I'm just like, the attitude is everything. Luckily, my wife she works, so it gives me a little bit of freedom to be a little bit more reckless with joking around. And it can go too far. It has, and it will, and it probably will again. But I'm telling you, joke around, make people laugh, don't worry, and just, try to be a good vibe there. You don't want to be coming to work and just like not say anything, clock in, just keep your head down. I mean, maybe you do. That's a safe option. But I'm saying, try to make the best of it. Try to uplift other people, because a laugh can last a day for them. I mean, there's been times at work where I've played a joke or I've done a joke. I just crack up just randomly throughout the rest of the day. It's such a good time. I had a mail truck that you crank it over, pow, it'd blast a backfire out the exhaust. It scared the crap out of people. You think I'm going to take it back, ride it up in my time early with that unit? No, I was having a blast. Ride it up at the end of the day. They want you to finish your shift. The thing is, the LOVs, those things are junk. All of them. They still run, barely. They're very hot. But when you got something that, brings a little bit of joy, ride that stuff out. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Grievances, people file those all the time. Supervisors, they're kind of, some of them might act to be your friend. Some of them are. And then, most of them aren't. Some of them are just crazy. Like, how in the world did they even get in a position to be a supervisor? But, union's good. I mean, if you really don't care, if you're going to be one of the workers that keeps your head down, doesn't really do anything, I would tell you, don't buy into it until you're past your 90 days, because they really can't do anything for you in the first 90 days anyways. So, like, after your 90 days, go to a union start paying your union dues. I think it's like, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks a month. But the thing is, you mess up or whatever, they're going to save your job for you. I mean, we've had a guy that he just wrecked yesterday. He's wrecked a vehicle 5 times. 5 times since he's been working there. And he's still not fired. And I don't even think he's in any trouble. He busted the mirror off a ProMaster yesterday. Hit a parked car. He almost put one in a river. That's since I've been there. And I guess the guy, I don't know. I don't want to get into it too much, but yeah, it's just crazy. You're not going to get fired. I haven't seen anybody get fired there. The last time somebody got fired, somebody was taking mail home with them. What are you doing? Don't panic. Don't panic so much you're going to be taking a bag of trash full of mail home. Like, what is that guy doing? But, yeah, don't be a complete. There's a difference between being a retard and being an idiot. And it's okay to be a retard. But being an idiot, you don't want to be an idiot. That's not something you want to get into. Let's see. Just trying to think. Hot. It gets really hot. Really, really cold. But the days in between, aren't bad. Thing is, another thing, if you think you want to quit, you're having the worst day, you think you're just done, give it 3 more days. Give it 3 more days. There's been times where I just like, man, I want to quit. Now, I can't even really remember, like, why I wanted to quit. But, I'll be honest, it's probably because supervisor. Like, I don't know. The thing is, in their head, they think they're doing a good job. But in reality, they don't know what they're doing. Like, it's crazy. I mentioned the 3996 today, which is a form. They're like, what are you talking about? This guy's been a supervisor for 5 years. Doesn't know what the form is that we stick on someone's door. They're like, the pink slip? I mean, maybe I'm getting a little too technical with them, but you should know that stuff. And some supervisors just, they know they do a good job. You make some friends. You make some friends in the post office. It's good. You get people that will have your back. Say you're behind, whatever. You got 5 relays left. 2 out of 10 people, maybe 1 out of 10 people, is going to come there and be like, I'll take 3 relays. You take these 2. Most of them will be like, I'll come take 1 relay off you. You got the snakes. You got the snakes there. That stuff will get you irritated when somebody comes to help you and they just shaft you, and they're you still got 2 relays left, 30 minutes left, and they're already taking off from the parking lot to go home. Like, you're on the same team. Help each other out. Everybody should go home about the same time. But you got people that just want to snake each other out there, and you don't want to be that guy. Well, I might just wrap this up. Be good enough for a first video. Drop any questions or comments that you have down in the comments. Hit a like, hit a follow. Show me you want some more of these videos, and I'll upload them. Heck, I'll upload them every week. I'll upload them almost every day if you really wanted me to. But yeah, anything you want to know about my experience, or any questions, just put them down there, and I'll definitely get to them. I'm new to this, and I just figured if I can help out somebody in any way, I'll be more than happy to. I would say do it. Definitely do it. I mean, worst case scenario, you go to orientation, and you go to not orientation. Yeah, you go to the academy. You go to the academy, you get paid to drive there, paid to drive home. It's like a week, 2 weeks long. I think it's 2 weeks long. I mean, even if you haven't had a job, even if you just go for that, that's still like, I don't know, a couple grand to just sit in a class. I mean, it's boring. I won't even think it's worth it. But overall, if it's the, worst case scenario, you're out there exercising. You're out exercising and getting paid for it. Customers, they're usually good. I had my first one file a complaint on there this week, which was crazy. They had a porch on the front of their house, and they had a certified where they got a sign for it. I go in the porch door to knock on the main door of the house because they didn't hear me knock on the porch door. I go in and knock on the main door. They come out. The thing is, when I knocked, I went back outside the porch door just in case they had a dog. It's another thing. You got to watch out for these dogs. Some of them are super nice. Most of them skittish or will bark. Some of them will just attack. You don't want to mess with the dog. They bite quick. It's not like a punch, like a slow punch where you think you could dodge it, do some matrix stuff. That thing is bam. It's like a freaking slap. I mean, it's quick how quick this dog can bite. So don't mess around with that. Have your spray on you. And don't be scared to use that stuff. It's not going to spray you back in the face or whatever. I've had to spray one dog. Yeah. Door was open. Somebody's passed out on drugs. I was like, you alright? As soon as I said something, boom, here comes a pit bull down the stairs, out the door that's wide open. So there's nothing in between this pit bull and me. So it had to get the super soaker. But yeah, it was a chihuahua. I'm just kidding. It was a pit bull. It was a big dog. You don't want to mess with that. Those things will tear you up. Don't think you can take one. I mean, you could roundhouse that thing, but you miss. They might bite something you don't want bit. Don't mess with the dogs. You get some nice ones, give them some pets. I don't care what anybody says. Just use your own judgment. Be smart. Use common sense. Common sense isn't that common, it seems like. Anyways, yeah, she didn't want me going into her porch to knock on her inside door to sign a certified. She's like, he didn't have permission. He could have been bit by my dog. Yada yada. Just some crazy lady. That's the thing. you get these people that have no job, no worries, and when you're that way in life, everything is a problem to you. If you're the type of person, like if you become a person that just sits in their house and just looks out the window, just like, where's my mailman? Where's my newspaper? Like, what are you doing? You do not have enough going on in your life. Like, you got, please get something going on in your life where when you don't have to sit around like a dog waiting for a treat. You're looking at a newspaper. Newspapers are crazy. Like, they're not cheap to get them every day, and people get them every day. I mean, they say $2.50 paper. That'd be well over $60 a month. I mean, I don't know what their subscription deal is, but I can tell you it ain't worth it. Anything you want to find out, you got your phone for it. These old people just, that's their phone. That's their iPhone. So when you get up in the morning, get on the pot, hopefully watch this video. That's their cell phone. They love getting their paper. So that'll be another thing. The other thing I can really tell you to do is, if you skip a house, like on accident, don't go back. Never walk back unless it's a newspaper or a package or something that you gotta scan. Those were the two big things. Don't ever worry about your speed. Don't ever go back. I mean, unless they're out there yelling or whatever, which they won't be. You miss a house, especially if you're driving, you don't go back. You keep going, because if you go back one house, you could have been at least 3 houses ahead. At least 2 if you're walking. But like, if you take a couple steps, you're like, oh crap, you still got a piece of milk. Do a 180. Moonwalk back on that thing, throw it in the box. Another thing, everybody's got the Ring cameras. Do not risk peeing outside. Don't risk taking a dump outside for sure. Now, I had to. Just trying to think if I could say this without getting fired. But yeah, I've been having some stomach issues, and I was mid-relay, and it hit me hard. I was like, I'm just like waddling like a penguin back to my truck. I'm trying to hold this in. I get to my truck, get in it, fire it up. I'm on a route. That's another thing. I don't know my route. Don't know where the closest gas station is. So you're in full panic mode. I'm gripping that wheel. My knuckles are white. And I'm just like, holy moly, I'm not going to make it. I had to go between some apartments and like some evergreen trees, and my underwear is still back there. Holy moly, I completely crapped myself at work, and it was bad. Called the supervisor, which was super fun. Like, hey, if you're wondering why I'm departing route, I gotta get changed. And I went home, changed, came back, finished my route. That's how you become a level 7 mailman. Don't even get me started at level 8 and 9. But yeah, I've crapped my pants. I've been bit by a dog. Luckily it didn't, it was a small dog, so it couldn't even put its mouth around my leg enough to break the skin. Had to spray a dog. I've had to file some grievances. So it's not a bad time. Sundays, you're just out delivering the packages. To me, it's the best day. You don't have to really, you're just out driving around, scanning packages, throwing them from the truck to their door if it's within 30 foot. I just rear that sucker back. Kidding. Don't do that. That will get you fired. Walk it up there, set it down. But yeah, Sundays aren't bad. Anyways, we'll get this video posted up. Hopefully you enjoy it, and if you want to talk about anything else, too, I'll throw in stuff that's not CCA, not USPS related crap. Just talk about life. I've listened to a lot of, I don't even know his name, but he's the retard Max guy. He's just like, just do it. You know, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta start doing it. That's the biggest thing. If you get the opportunity to get the job, which if you don't have anything major on your background, you'll get it. You'll get in. I've had people over twice my size. I've had like a fair amount of guys and girls, like, they get the job and it's just like, holy moly, like, how does this guy, I thought I was out of shape. When I started the job, I was like, I'm so far out of shape. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I truly thought I might have not been able to do it. But, you know, thank the good Lord above, I've been able to do it without much pain. I do have a surgery coming up, but get that taken care of. Man, I just can't wait to be 100% and do this job. Like, I'm very blessed to be able to just sit out here, you know, relax, pretty quiet evening, and just talk to the camera. You know, it's nice to sit, reflect, just chill out for a bit by myself. Don't have the kids here running around screaming. The wife, you know, they're nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have some quiet time as a guy, especially just sitting here talking and not being on your phone. Don't be on your phone so much. Like, if you actually watch this whole video, like, I don't know, you might be on your phone a little bit too much. It's the thing, the scrolling, I feel like it's a sickness. You start scrolling on that deal, I start scrolling on that deal, it's just like,